Here we go. Frederick Barbarossa versus Jan Zizka. As you can see the maps here, we have islands banned. So no boating for this set either. And quarry is out of the picture, so someone doesn't really enjoy closed-ish maps here. Quarry isn't quite close, but it's closable. Mudflow, first pick for Jan Zizka, whereas Frederick Barbarossa has gone for Gold Rush. And finally, we're banning Slopes and Arabia, ending up at Cross as the neutral starting map. Another cross game. Now to move on to civilizations, we have Cross first. We have a lot of civilizations suitable for Cross here. We have Huns for the scouts and I guess Fishboom potential. Franks to claim the map with castles. Lithuanians, also a cross civilization. If you go to wood immediately, you could place your dock nice and early. And because you were extra starting food, you'll have Fishboom nearly as early as Persians and other ones. Magyars for Frederick Barbarossa, could that maybe be from Mudflow for an open map? And Teutons, that could even be Franks. Might be a Gold Rush map, actually. Home map pick for Frederick Barbarossa. Whereas for Jan Zizka, we have Huns, we have Spanish. I mean, you could probably get away with Conquistadors on Cross as well, right? So just try to get the castle up and get some Conquistador production going. Hindustanis, we just saw them play on Cross, they've been performing well. And Sicilians, yeah, quick castles. I suppose that would have to be a Gold Rush civilization as well. Whereas almost any of these civilizations could be played on Mudflow, because that's kind of a scout's favorite map. So, I guess let's pull the first game here, where we already see the Lithuanians Huns matchup on Cross. Maybe to be expected on this map. It looks like we have some cavalry enjoyers among the players here. Frederick Barbarossa with the Lithuanians here. Funnily enough, queuing only 4 villagers. Is this a single-click queuing of villagers since it's only 4 villagers? That's peculiar already. But yeah, this is what it is. There's the Lithuanian start. Whereas in the red we have Jan Zizka with the Huns. Scouting, get a couple of sheep here, finding the remaining sheep already. Scouting with the others. I don't even know whose sheep these are. These are probably Blue's sheep. Right, so what are we looking at here? Huns starting with 6 on food. Surprise, surprise. Pretty standard thing, being a bit greedy with the pushing in of deer as well. Wants to boost that food income for a potential scouts opening, is it? Tasking more villagers to wood now. It's going to take the Huns a little bit longer to get that dock up, because they start with 100 less wood, but once they do and recover from that minus wood, they will be benefiting from more wood as the game goes on, because they never need to build houses. That's a total of at least 4,000 wood saved throughout the game from not having to build those 200 population worth of houses. Didn't bring in the boars yet, even though they have been scouted. Actually missing the second boar here. But should be bringing that one up. Here comes the dock for the Lithuanians. Not as early as it could have been, I guess, but Frederick Barbarossa getting that dock up, and we'll start fishing as soon as this dock completes, because there's already wood enough in the bank to justify that. Some idle TC time for Jan Zizka here, but 9 seconds is manageable at this stage in the game. It sets you behind a little bit, but nothing too significant just yet. I think for the dark age of the games here, we kind of know what to expect. I think both civilizations here are likely to go for a scouts opening. Frederick Barbarossa with a little bit of an eco lead now, having gotten more fish out earlier. Here comes the Hunnic dock over here, as Blue moves dangerously close to the red TC, thanks some scouts, or TC fire to the scout there. First fishing ship officially out, not queuing anymore for the time being, even though the wood allows for it for the Huns. So that's a bit of a sloppy attention to the economy from Jan Zizka over here. Frederick clicking up, 1 minute 50 seconds. Jan Zizka still stuck at 22, 23-ish population here. So that's going to be a half-minute lead to the feudal age for Frederick Barbarossa. Did he get loom before clicking up? He did indeed. As Jan Zizka also scouting found the woodland now, going to be looking for the core resources and maybe the fisherman or woman over here as well. Barracks going up for both players. Timing seems a little bit off for Jan Zizka here, but maybe it will complete in time. Also preparing walls close to home base. Feudal age is in. It's not in quite yet for Jan Zizka, but it's still committing against the docking villager here, hoping to get a pick-off. Maybe a little bit too eager here to engage against that docking villager, but in feudal age you could have potentially won this fight, but without that extra attack we're going to see now, 5 attack now total for the scout. The scout can't win that against a loomed villager, so Frederick Barbarossa's villager lives. Double stables for Jan Zizka, and palisade walls about to begin for the Huns here in the front. Still got way to go to cover the full map, but certainly getting their first scout in production for Frederick Barbarossa. The starting scout did take a hit from the town center, so that weakens the scouts opening a little bit. I guess Frederick expected the Huns scouts opening as well, because it's already committed to spearmen to engage forward here. As has Jan Zizka, expecting the Lithuanians to go for scouts. Didn't really scout it, did he? So, oh, we're out on a leisurely Sunday walk here, aren't we? Just casually passing by here. I think Blue might have missed that. One minute and counting for the Huns player, 31 seconds idle time for Frederick Barbarossa. Okay, if you want to sneak, Doc, why the hell would you go right next to the wood lines and right through the base of Blue? What kind of sneak is that? He's gonna make it though. And he's gonna dock the corner here. Where's that Mission Impossible music when you need it? I don't know what he's even waiting for. There's wood enough in the bank to produce a dock. Now there isn't wood in the bank anymore to produce the dock. Where did that wood go? Fishing ships? What happened to the wood? Oh boy. Still just chilling in the corner. Looks like Red has more scouts here, but there's a spearman in the mix somewhere, or was for Blue as well, so Blue took a better fight there than it looked like it could have been, but does lose the scouts numbers. Yellow, red is set back a bit and is going to complete his dock, but Blue should be seeing that with the fishing right close to here. Oh, he thinks just for fun or Andy is red. And Andy thinks red is Akkal. We have differing opinions about that. I guess we will never know, huh? We will know at the very end. Villager down, that's some value for red. Blue also diving into intercept the scout, gets the elevation advantage there, pulls in the spearman. Red runs away, doesn't want to die to the spears there. However, did not see the docks and the walls going up down here. So blue is about to kind of full wall the base here, placing the blacksmith as well, which will be the second building needed to go up. Meanwhile, red has produced a fire galley in the corner. And yeah, but Popeye Pit Hoye can't be playing all of the sets, can he? There are some cavalry enjoyers for sure. Blue now with the reinforcements brought in, cleans up the forward scouts of red. What makes you so sure blue is Hoye? Popeye Pit. I guess the lower ILTC time could be a tell, but it's still 40-something seconds here. Suppose we'll see what will happen in the Castle Age. 2 fire galleys out for red. Fishing ships going down. Will stream be punished for all the abandoning? Yeah, I'll upload them to YouTube as well. I will. All of them. All of the games. Maybe except for the previous one where we had lag issues. That will affect the recording then. There's always a hole. Okay, bye. Yeah, sure. See you around. No worries. No worries. That's the second time today we've had a hole like that in between buildings. And uncalled for. And the blue scouts just dive right in. It looks like red is trying to figure out where that hole was, because it was trying to move through the crack over here. Has a palisade placed to plug that hole as well. Reaction time not great, to say the least. That's not... Scout is having the time of his life here. There's no reaction. No reaction to this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'll do it though. 5 eco kills for blue, 7 eco kills for yellow, so they're both taking out economy here. Forward, Sneaky Villager has been sneaking up a range over here as well, so we'll try to get some damage from within the walls. Let's see if blue has some idea what's going on here. Blue has also made naval units to defend against the push here, but they're trading relatively evenly here. Just for fun is convinced that red is Akkal. Forgot. What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Some walling action happening here. Eco upgrades. Kind of lacking for red, I guess. Just for fun says this game shows both my strengths and weaknesses. So he's convinced I am the red player. Okay. Blue expanding on the fish eco now, has the fire galley out to stop any villager from trying to dock over here. Not that this woman would be docking anytime soon. Castle is in for Frederick Barbarossa, not so much for Zizka as we are entering the 22nd minute. Got some time to go with that. We also docked the top side, but no fish or anything popping out of this dock, despite the fact that there's plenty of wood in the bank for the red player. Dock foundation gets denied as Frederick Barbarossa has gone into the fire ship upgrade even. That could be with the intention to clean up the aggression to the left side here. Second range going up as well. Sneaky archers, fletching is in. But will they find damage? This is stable as well in the front. That could be nasty later on. Palisade walls for the Huns. Not going to keep any knights rushes out. Attempting a market quick wall here for Zizka, but not going to complete that in time, and the knights are in. And with the knights entering the base, Zizka taps out and calls the GG. So we have still feudal age here. No castle age. Was about to click castle age here. But obviously far behind, and with 2 town centers of Frederick Barbarossa, even with the sneak not really getting too much value here. This would be really tough to recover from. Would have needed to stonewall here to survive this. Okay, we're showing the APM first here. Not intentional, but some interesting ups and downs there. Nice try, Akkal. If you say so. (24, 22 KD, pretty even KD, but issue being one player in the castle age, another one not in the castle age. Already. Yeah, much later double attacks there for the red player. Did explore more of the map, if anything. But in the end, falling behind. Zalto says, LOL! What kind of first chat is that? Huh? Let's cross out of the question. Let's have a look at the drafts. We had Lithuanians dominating there on cross against the Huns. First pick of Zizka, second pick of Frederick Barbarossa, which will lead us to Mudflow next. Zizka's home map. And what do we expect to see on Mudflow? There are so many cavalry civilizations here, anything could happen. You know, I don't think we'll see Teutons, because it's the last pick as well, but Teutons, slower cavalry. It's not screaming Mudflow. Spanish conquistadors again. Scouts into castles and conks. Hindustanis, maybe, also. Decent scouts. Break through more walls more quickly. But then we also have good scout civilizations in the Franks and Magyars here, so let's just see what they... See what they bring here. Oh, he is convinced that red is Andy. If it was Andy, why haven't we seen a single monk? Unless you meant red was Andy, which is, I guess, a different matter. Game 2 on Mudflow. I think we have a change of colors as well. Zizka has gone for the teal, Frederick Barbarossa with the blue. Mudflow it is. Plenty of food underneath your town center. Chinese banned, because Mudflow was in the map draft. It's a strong sim for this map because of the shorefish right under the TC. Zizka has gone for the Sicilians here, which has a decent scouts rush. The Sicilians land units, is it? Take 33% less bonus damage from counter units. Is that it? It's not 50% anymore. They changed that in some way. But yeah, the Sicilians here. I mean, this map is so open and tough to wall. It's kind of suggesting scouts. And speaking of scouts, we have the Magyars. Magyars scouts cost 15% less. That already suggests that that's something they would go for on a map like this. And they also have cavalry archers, which would probably be good in the later game of this map, at least on the land areas. You don't really want to venture into the middle here against or with any land units, because there could be demolition ships as the players dock the middle and get going. So, woodline in the back for Frederick Barbarossa, whereas Zizka immediately goes for the middle one. Obviously, you don't need to worry about any demolition ships in the Dark Age. So, but it's a longer walk to the middle woodland, so it's a trade-off with efficiency compared to villager walking distance. Fish collection still going on there. Looks like Frederick Barbarossa has gone over to the Rhino with all the villagers just to maximize the food collection from these animals. Also gone for a mill on the berries to the far side here. Still has plenty of food underneath the TC and has a pretty exposed woodline to the side over here. Oh, look at the scouting. It's scouting each other. Both scouting around each other's bases, basically. No need to move close to the TC. You'll see this... what's it called? Shallow terrain here. So you'll know that that's the location of the town center. Second lumber camp for teal, also second lumber camp now in the middle for the blue player. Barracks going up, feudal age well ahead for Zizka this time. This time goes for an 18 population up, but seems to have a little bit of a wood struggle to place the stable. Goes for the stable on the hybrid terrain, okay. The, what's it called, mangrove terrain. Maybe he's trying to hide away the stable from Frederick Barbarossa, but that's not going to work against this guy. Fuel edge in for both the players now, so now we'll slow it down a little bit. Stable acting as a part of the wall in towards the woodline here as well. But Zizka wants a say in that and gets to delay the stable quite a bit here from Frederick Barbarossa, who did go up at a healthier feudal age population. I think it was 18 or 19 or 20 population. Leaving Frederick Barbarossa with a arguably healthier feudal age economy as well. Magyars could easily take this fight because Magyars get forging instantly, especially with the elevation advantage there for blue. So that scout probably going to go down unless Zizka pulls it away. Dungeon going up here, unfortunately not hidden away from blue, as it within large. Does blue have town watch or what? Doesn't look like it's bothering blue too much. Is there any way to see the range of this one? Looks like the dungeon will complete at least. Maybe that will affect on woodland. Hold them for one scout. Not the most convincing trade ever for Zizka, but gold unit trades against wood unit. I think Barbarossa looking for economy to hit, won't really find any on the berries here. There's not much underneath the TCU, so you could dive underneath the town center without worrying too much about the scouts as well. Market being scrambled up here for Zizka. Food economy seems a little bit off, so it could be a means to get adjusting here. Teleport. Didn't seize his Frederick Barbarossa. It happens though. Blue is about to get more value here. Gets the third builder out. Donjo completes on the woodline, forcing Blue to relocate to a different one. But doesn't seem to have any struggles with that. As a second stable gets added by Teal as well, also using the buildings as building foundations as walls around the woodlines. But there's no denying that Blue has a better economic situation here. Very far away woodland here. Guys, this can't be Hoya. Look at the distance traveled to the woodland here. This can't possibly be Hoya. I'm leaning more towards Mats for Blue actually, because he's been peak 1450s ELO, something like that, and he enjoys the cavalry civilizations. And both of these guys are playing cavalry. Lots of builders on the berries as well. Andy, is this you? Oh, scouts out on the blacksmith here. Archers in the making as well. Denies the blacksmith at 78%, so no forging or defense for Jan Zizka anytime soon. And to be fair, Jan Zizka has lots of builders on the berries as well, so... really taking advantage of the natural resources here. Neither of the players have horse collar, so if there's anyone... that has written in their notes that they don't get eco upgrades, or forget to get them, that could also be one of these players. Ooh. So Frederick Barbarossa finally pulling these very inefficient lumberjacks away, going to move towards the middle woodlands again. Did see the demolition ship earlier, so this could be dangerous for the blue player. But any more scouts, the spearman defense should keep any scouts away here. Looks like we might have a Castle Age click here for Jan Zizka. Resources in the bank. Demo time, so it's just for fun. Maybe. Demolition raft in the making. Stables. This stable hasn't produced a single cavalry unit so far for 5 minutes. That's the most useless stable ever. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Daddy versus Akkal. Wouldn't Daddy do something crazier though? Whoa! Woohoo! Value! Andy versus Akkal. Now Hoy is convinced that Akkal is playing one of these players as well. Well, I have been known for aggressive plays, but I cannot confirm nor deny that that's happening. Some kind of AI arm at work here. Archers, scouts, and spearmen out. Once again, venturing into demolition ship territory here. Oh, 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 oh! Damn it! One demo for 2 archers. Andy versus just for fun etter en kveld på byen. Maybe. Castle Age is in. if there was any kind of plans for a castle drop here. It doesn't look like this guy is going to be able to pull that off just yet. And he's about to get hit by scouts in the face. It's still feudal age for Frederick Barbarossa, but it's 13 military to 6. So there's not really much for Zizka to do about this. Did add 1 knight here, but the economy is non-existent for teal. So the TC second town center over there, that's not really going to be helping the economy because it's not going to be producing any villagers when the food situation is like this. There are a couple of knights out though. See if they can get some kind of value. For now, just hitting the spearmen. As blue pulls the archers over, finally clicks the castle age at the 23.5-minute mark here. And doesn't seem to be too bothered about the aggression happening around here. I think that's auto scout still at work here. Yeah. Getting some coverage of the map. Still under 200 something stone in the bank. There were some stone miners slaughtered here by the scouts masses of Magyars to get Galley now being added by blue. So worried about demolition ships here again. So another demo, finding a wood line. Finding some potential value. It's another few villagers down for the blue player. But it's 45 to 27 villagers here, so even with the demolition ships taking a few villagers out, blue is looking to enter the castle age at a very distinct eco lead here, to say the least. Looks like there might... I mean, the woodlands are suffering a little bit, so might not be an immediate additional town center here for blue. But certainly has the economy to add more knights and to fight off the Sicilians' armies here. There's not even bloodlines in for the Sicilians here. That's how rubbish the economy is for teal. Did buy wood to place another TC, that's it. Interesting TC placement though, it's not bordering the stone, it's not bordering the wood line. But I think that's going to complete the aggression of Zizka has ceased for the time being. Those are Sicilians builders, to be fair. Sicilians construct castles 50% more quickly, is that it? And blue doesn't even seem to react to this happening. It doesn't react, doesn't care, I don't know. It's Sicilians, so it's kind of bound to go up anyway. So the castle completes. Blue gets the main gold denied. But you know what? Blue still has gold in the bank. And will still have all the opportunity in the world to expand to these sides, to the neutral golds. And just relocate. Demo trying to get hits again, not going to succeed this time. Maybe we'll try to find some other targets. As there's 20 wood in the bank for Zizka. And going for the less secure woodline because the galleys are now war galleys, in fact, been completely islanding the woodlands up front. So Frederick Barbarossa is on top of things here. He's using both the land and naval armies to deny resources. Also picking off villagers. They both are. The eco KD is similar, but Zizka struggling to produce villagers from towns that are just not caring. Is running further and further behind in the economic progression here. How many villagers has this knight killed by now? Like 7 villager kills for one night. That's ridiculous. Just Consistently picking off villagers. The Zizka minding his own business is realizing, okay, I can't safely get wood in that area, let's just move on to somewhere else. Added some more archers as well, not the crossbow, not Bodkin. But at least Frederick Barbarossa is producing build trees 20 to 1 currently. He's going to hit the gold. These archers, there's nothing here to stop that army from picking off these villagers. Yes, this guy's trying to take the middle, but doesn't. Frederick Barbarossa have some galleys here as well. Got a couple of more galleys. Could use those to deny the middle. But there's just no resources for Zizka. It's not producing build tree, barely producing villagers. Why hasn't Blue closed this game out already? That's the question. Blue could have more land, could have had more land armies as well, but is extending the economy instead, just enjoying the booming game. Town centers on neutral resources. Mining camp on this gold over here. I think there has to be some skill gap, difference between these two players, because one player has like 21 minutes ILD's time, and Blue, on the other hand, only with 2 minutes 12 seconds, and about to have multiple TCs as well, 3 town centers. Don't understand the score. Teal has the full map explored, Blue has about 60%. And the eco KD is the KD is quite similar actually, so that could explain the score. But the villagers, they should still count, but they're only like 40 HP, so they don't contribute that much to the score, I think. Knights in the making for Teal. Trying to chase down the numbers of Frederick Barbarossa, who doesn't have bloodlines actually. It's just going for the good old AI army here. Monk, War Galley, Scouts, Knights, Archers, Spears. Little of this, little of that. It's Ken versus Akkal. Not a bad shout. Ken is also a cavalry enjoyer. And it's more consistent than me with economy and idle time, so if Teal is Akkal, then Blue could definitely be Ken. But then again, we have Jan and we have Super Skukken, who we haven't seen play all that much, right? So could be those guys as well. Jan is in the 1350-400s, if I remember correctly. Scouts taking down some of the naval forces here as it's 3,000 to 1 for... No, 3,000 to 3? 4, in fact, 4,000 for Jan Zizka at this point. It's just that he's not really producing from them. Only 8 villagers on food. Barely got horse collar in. Certainly is mud flow like we've never seen it before. As the scouts take down some military, Frederick Barbarossa still with more than 2 times, almost 3 times the villager count now, and 17 military, so in dominating population-wise is 39 population to 98. Did manage to find time to snag some relics as well. Trying to find value yet again from this group of archers that has managed to take out some units. That has to be bugged, I can't believe that. Oh, they're dealing damage to buildings. That makes sense actually, that they've dealt that much damage. But they're about to be cleaned up. Castle in the back for Frederick Barbarossa, protecting the farming economy kind of. Also ready to click the Imperial Age, was probably just missing the second building or something. So couldn't click up quite yet. Entering the Imperial Age at twice the villager population. Maybe not fully boomed quite yet, but 87 villagers, it's getting there. A bit closer. And expanding on the food economy up top as well. Not much of an aggressive approach from Frederick and Barbarossa here, mainly just playing it defensively. Going to try and complete the game in style with adding the Magyar Hussars here. Zizka has added some fish traps right next to the castle, so there, castle, but fish traps is protected by this castle. Nope versus Nope. Yeah, that's a good shout as well. Nope is OP, he could play himself. The upgrades now coming in for the blue player. Bloodlines is in. Still no Bloodlines for Jan Zizka. Hasn't really committed to cavalry for a while. Now finally producing villagers out of several town centers. And looks like the fish traps and fishing ships may be going down for Teal. Was maybe hoping that a castle protected them would keep the fishing economy safe, but down they go. At least the fishing ships, arguably more important than taking out the traps. Surely the knights will take some damage from the donjon and castle here, but Imperial Age is in as another demo pops out for Jan Zizka. Going to be looking for a wood line to hit yet again. I mean, the main wood access is in the middle here, to be fair. The right hand side, we have a castle going up from blue as well. Only a few villagers building that, but Jan Zizka doesn't really have any military to stop that from going up. Brings in the monk as well, just in case any Sicilians armies would move over here to try and stop that from happening. And the demo must have hit somewhere, but can't really see where that hit at this point. Knights and Magyar Hussars as Jan Zizka is getting gold mining and stone mining. Actually kind of stabilized the economy a little bit here somehow. Managed to queue more villagers now, only 30 villagers behind. But still in the castle age and with only 2 military against Frederick Barbarossa's 24. And that castle will be completing, so that's one of the town centers incapacitated for Jan Zizka. I don't know where these villagers are going, but it could be another castle drop. Maybe it's a misclick even, maybe it's a select all villagers kind of move here. Or maybe they're just going to steal farms and gold and whatnot. But the GG is called. And Frederick Barbarossa takes the 2-0 against Jan Zizka, moving on to the next round. GG, well played. KD 57 to 51 for Jan Zizka, so did manage to get some kills in. But the real issue here is, yeah, military count well below the opponent here, almost all of the game. And that is the economy, which is just so far ahead for Frederick Barbarossa by all accounts. All the game ahead here. Just dominating in that regard. GG played Akkal and whoever that other player was. If you say so. You say so. Technology showing the uptimes 1 minute ahead almost for Jan Zizka. Didn't get to use that to his advantage. Let's have a look at the APM count in the end as well. So the lower side, isn't it? It's like in the maximum 60s here. That's it. Third set of the day. That's also going to be it for today, because we don't have any more games to cast. The rest remain to be played. Maybe we'll have to hand out some admin events, but I hope they will be able to play them so we get to see the playing styles. But I only had 3 sets for now, so nothing to do about that until they can be played. Let's send you along somewhere. Looks like Hidden Cup just ended. Congratulations, Heart. Yeah, we can raid that wizard guy again. He's fun. And he hates Arabia, which is fun. So, yep, sending you along to wizard guy. See you around.